Well, hello, fellow Doordashers or people that are thinking about it. Um, this is a continuation to my vlog the other day of doing Pensacola and Mobile um, on second day. And it was a 50-degree day and a 30-degree night. And it was cold, buddy, I gotta tell you. And so especially when you're down by the beach because it's damp already, and when it's 30 degrees it's really cold. But anyway, as you can see, it's affected me. Anyway, let me tell you about my Mobile run. I decided at Pensacola that it just wasn't enough deliveries, and run from I was there at 10:15 in the morning, then run till 2:08 p.m. And also, I've learned a lot. Um, I went ahead and I drove to Mobile, being that it's like 60 miles away, and I just jump on the expressway and roll because Mobile had the bonus plan where you got a $3 bonus. If you look on the map, the area will turn bright red and have little price tags on it. It'll say $1, $2, $3. The other day it was $6 plus $6 on deliveries for a place I was looking at, and I cannot believe it. So I I said, well, plus it was plus I think 2 when I looked at it on the map. So I drove out there, which takes like a little over an hour. So I decided to drive on out there, and I'm waiting to see the bonus go up. And so it hits 3, and I wait a little bit longer, hoping it hit 5. Because you get $5 bonus on top of the delivery fee and everything, or the price that it sends across your screen to go do the delivery. So, and it doesn't add it together. What it does is it's a separate fee. You just, if you got an order and it says such and such to Denny's, and then the order says $10, well then you're going to get $10 plus that bonus fee of $3, but it's put up separate. So anyway, and then you have to follow the regulations. And that particular day for that location, because they're different all the time, if you have to sign in for that shift and for the bonus shift, and then you well, what you do is go on the map thing, where when you open your map app up and it says like Dash Now and all that. Okay, well, the map has the little price tags on it. When you open the app, and when you see the price tag, if that's the area you want to work, click on that price tag. Then it'll tell you the specifications if you'd like to sign up on that shift. And it'll say you have to work it from 4 to 7, or you have to work it from 4 o'clock till midnight, and you have to do all the deliveries, or at least 2 of them, or it'll say 80% of the deliveries, and you'll get your bonuses. So you just read it, understand it, and sign up. It says sign up here. Okay, so I did that. Okay, so I worked Mobile from 4:30 to 8:30. Let's see. And actually, I actually was booked all the way till 10:30. But I signed up on the 4:30 to 8:30 for the bonus plan. And so I did one delivery for $12.46. I was to pick up dinner at a place called Mint, which was an interesting place. When I walked in, at the right side, they had all these, what is that weird weed smoking looking thing? Hookahs. Looks like a bunch of weed smoking stuff. They must have had like 60 hookahs there and a bunch of hoses hanging and all kinds of weird stuff. And it was a little tiny restaurant, almost looked like somebody's house. And then I think the food they were serving was like Indian food. And it was pricey food, but apparently it's quite good. People like it. The traffic was absolutely disgusting. The problem with Mobile, Alabama is traffic is so grotesquely bad come about 4 to 7. It is beyond belief. It is miles and miles of people. It is so hard to get anywhere, turn, do anything. I get across town. It is insane. And there's miles of restaurants. Okay, don't get me wrong. There's miles and miles of restaurants, and Mobile's actually a pretty big city. Um, I probably shouldn't have been on that side of town, I guess, because it bit. But I got this one order for the minute, and it was scheduled for $12.46. That's without the bonus. And so uh, um, I went down to the restaurant, and the girl was so sweet there. I'd asked her if the order was ready, and she said no, it'll just be a few more minutes. He's trying to get it ready because DoorDash orders the food before you get there. So uh, on some accounts, not all accounts. And so anyway, they had it ready in about 4 minutes, and I swindled her into some extra sauce and stuff for the customer, just because I wanted to be generous. And she was just so wonderful and so pleasant and saying, well, we hope you come back and thank you so much. And I mean, this place was empty. There was nobody eating there. And so I went ahead and I tipped her $1 out of my pocket because she was charming. Um, I just did it because being in food service and the bar business and stuff for a lot of years, it's just something you do, you know. She's there to make money, so am I. So, um, and I didn't tell her I was a Doordash or anything like that. I just, was there to pick up an order. So anyway, we went on, and let me tell you what, the address was a joke. I GPS with a $250 Garmin. I don't use their app because one, it uses up way too much internet off my phone. I'm already running the DoorDash app, and that's enough. Um, because I got to keep it on at all times when I go do that. And so I GPS to this place, and it's a really nice area of Mobile. And so I pass, and the GPS is saying that I passed it. So I turn around real quick. We're thinking it's this huge, elegant housing complex, like of houses, real beautiful, with a gated community, whole thing. So I turn around and send message to the buyer. Is it at Heritage Square or something? And they answered no, and I'm sitting at the gate. As I said, the gate code. They sent me a message with gate code number. I don't like gate codes. I'm done with gates. Really, I am. There's a long reason for that. But anyway, so they sent me a message, said no, it's not. It's Lafayette Square. So okay. So, and it's funny because I guess people just think you know all these places because you're delivering, and you should know where every place is at and all that. Well, I don't think so. So anyway, and I lived in Mobile for a year while my daughter was in college over there at the university. I know Mobile real well. I've worked in Mobile for a great many years, but I don't know every place, and I wasn't going to people's houses. Okay. When I worked in Mobile, I had my own place to live, or I got a hotel. Anyway, so we GPS it again, and we're trying to drive around the blocks and stuff, and the GPS picks up again. Okay, so this one, it says Lafayette. So come in there, they got a big gate. They got a guest entry and a resident entry. The guest entry gate is open, and there's a person at the booth. And so I drive in. They gave me an apartment number. It's like, what was it, 5873 or something like that. And I'm like, 5873? I gotta hope it's not fifth floor and all that, because I'm not doing that either anymore. I'm all done there. Um, uh, so anyway, I'm driving and so this complex is just huge. So I'm driving around, and they got buildings up to like 78 and all. I think they have 100 apartment buildings back there, literally. It's nighttime, so it's not like I can drop by the office. The gate is busy, so I don't want to go up there and bug them because I'd have to drive out and drive back in, and I'm not getting out of the car to walk because it's 30 degrees. It is flipping freezing and windy. So, I shoot a message to the customer. I said, okay, which building is it? Because I see 1 and 7 by the gate. And all the other ones, if you go to the right, it's in the 20s. If you go over here, it goes to 66 and all that. I said, where is your building? And so then she waits a little while and sends another message, says, I guess it's 4 or 5. So I go across the street from 1 and 7. There's a bunch of buildings over there. And I can't even tell what numbers those are. So I go to the corner one and it's like 12. And I'm like, maybe it's behind these or something. And you can't drive to it. So she sends a message, drive by the office. Like I'm supposed to know where the office is at, right? Drive by the office and go by there. It's building 4 or 5. So I drive again. I mean, I'm just putting the miles on back here, like 6 miles. And so the order's late. It ends up being like an hour and a half deal. And finally, you know, I'm parked at 1 and 7. I said, look, I'm parked at 1 and 7. I'm in a white Mercedes. So she sends a message. It's so cold outside. I really didn't want to walk out there to go get it. And here I am, freezing my butt off. You know, I'm going to sit and let the car run and keep the heat on and while I'm waiting, because now, you know, it's like close to an hour and a half between the order and driving way across town and, you know, driving all around this complex and there's traffic, everything. And so anyway, I mean, the traffic alone was like 45 minutes. So just to get not too far. But anyway, so I said, well, you know, I'm here, or do you want me to go to the gate and drop it off at the gate, or do you want to meet me at the gate? So I waited a little while, no answer. So I text corporate. I said, I can't seem to deliver. I don't think the person knows where they live. And, you know, this could be a customer that's doing Airbnb, and they don't have a clue what building they're at or anything else. Or maybe it's a girl who's just staying the night and wanted to order. I don't know. Obviously, they didn't know where they lived. And they didn't even put it on the address. All they put was the address and no apartment unit, no gate code. And they did that in text. They shot that through, which that is a problem. Doordash needs to fix that, because the orders cost $5.99 or $7.99 depending on your mileage. Okay. And so when they put just that address in, and you GPS that address, and then you have to drive miles more to go to the actual building because they didn't put it in the address, then, you know, they're trying to get that cheaper discount delivery rate at $5.99 instead of $7.99. So the driver's not getting paid that. Okay. And so anyway, I didn't figure that out till like yesterday. So anyway, I sent the message to corporate. They immediately answer. And I said, I can't deliver. And they sent me a message back. Well, the customer says they're at such and such. I said, well, then you tell me, because there's over 100 buildings with upstairs, downstairs apartments in this place. It's like its own city. And I said, I have driven around for 25 minutes. I cannot seem to locate where this so-called apartment is, 5873, whatever it was. So, you know, I just, tell me what to do. I've already contacted them, told them what car I had, told them where I was parked, you know, and this is already at close to an hour and a half now. What do I do? So Corporate's real nice. They send message back and forth. They're talking to her, talking to me. Finally, she shoots a message. Oh, I'll get him to go get it. She says, my roommate. If it was her roommate, she'd know her address. And she says, I'll send him to go get it. Where you at? And I said, well, I'm in the white Mercedes. And I have these Christmas lights that are battery operated. And what I do is I hang them up on the mirror when I'm doing night deliveries so people can see the car. All right. That way they know. And I'll be going like white Mercedes with Christmas lights blinking in the window. And so anyway, I moved up by the gate because I was just going to send a message. Okay, I'm at the gate. I'm going to drop it off at the gate for you to pick up. And so all of a sudden she sends that message. Well, I'm going to send my roommate over to get it in the car. So now I got to drive back to building 7. And it's a real small area driving around that little street and those parking lots. So I get back over to 7 and there's a truck goes through and I'm thinking, God, maybe that's him. And then there's a car that goes through. So finally I said, well, I'm back at 7. So finally the guy honks and he's pulled up behind the car. So we get out and I said, okay, did you have the Doordash delivery? Yes. And the name on the account. And he confirmed the name. Because you don't want to get the food away to just anybody. So I said, okay, great. And I was real nice to him. And I said, we could not find it, Next time, put it on the order, the exact address, apartment unit, name of the complex. And then you could put directions on there too. And that would really help so much. And so he was really sweet. And so we gave him the order, and we were lucky because they had dessert and stuff like that. And they had actually tipped really good on the app. That's why the order was so high. Was one, the charge for delivery, and then they tipped on the app. And so that's what you see, right up front on the order of how much it costs when you go to deliver it. And then apparently they have a way to tip afterwards too when they rate you, if they feel like going to rate you. So this is what was really cool. Even though she was kind of a butt, and it took so long and it ruined my entire night because I was at the hot time where a lot of deliveries were flying and I didn't get to deliver because I was stuck on that order. And it was just a constant dance. And the corporate's going back and forth for about 30 minutes trying to get this straightened out and still can't get it done. And so anyway, I'm losing money. Her food is waiting, but it was cool because I use an ice cooler for my cold products and I use a better hot bag than Doordash gives you. And it is awesome. So the food was smoking hot and the dessert was really cold. I had got them extra sauces and stuff, because the girl was so sweet at the restaurant. And so I gave it to him and was real nice to him and everything. He was a sweetheart. He was a guy from India that had come to get it. And I felt bad. I thought, God, they probably raped me terrible. And so anyway, they flew another tip through. It was huge. After I delivered that order. Pretty cool, huh? But anyway, I learned a lot. But so that was like the only delivery I did. So I got $15.46 on my delivery, and I only did one delivery between 4:30 to 8:30. I was scheduled on Dash Now on the second shift, 8:30 to 10:30, and I didn't get any orders. So I clocked out and left. So I did Pensacola and Mobile in one day. And I did like $18.96 in Pensacola, no cash tips. And $15.46 in Mobile with no cash tips. So it made it interesting. But I've learned a lot about the Doordash thing. Doordash pays the charges they do if you ever order through their app. It's $5.99 or $7.99, depending on like the distance. And so, if it comes through their address, it's a little bit further, then they're going to charge them $7.99. If they don't put their entire address on there, like I was at a complex last night that goes miles, miles, miles in till you actually get to it. And they only put the address like right at the borderline of where that complex was going to get ready to start. They didn't put their apartment building number, so they saved on the mileage estimate for the charge because they were supposed to pay the $7.99 fee. And that really bugged me because I drove all over the world trying to find that place last night. And people are just trying to be slick. The problem is the drivers aren't getting paid for that because people are lying. And they want to just put a basic address or the wrong address, and then they want to shoot you a text going, okay, go down the street, go over here, go over there. Oh, mother God. No, no, no. People out there that are ordering from DoorDash, please be honest, because we're the drivers, and that's how we get paid. We're using our own cars, own gas, and we need to know the mileage. It's not fair when you click on, an order that's, like $8 or $6, and it says 4 miles, and you're going, well, this would be easy. And it shows a house, and it's not. And it's a huge apartment complex, and you're doing 14 miles in your own car, in the cold, burning gas up, going 20, 30 miles an hour because it uses more gas when you go slow like that. That's not cool. Put your real address, the name of the complex, if you're third floor, whatever. I'm not doing any more third floors. I'm not doing any of that anymore. I'm going to do like they do with Uber. And I already talked to corporate about it. I said, it's not fair we should have to drive to these complexes forever and be running around buildings and all that. And I said, we should just be able to deliver to the gate or something like that. And so the next joker that sends me a gate code, I am uh, just telling him I'm in a white Mercedes. See you there. And I'll let you know when I'm close by, like the last mile. You know, so that's what I do. I text them, I let them know I'm 2 miles away, I'm 1 mile away, I'm around the corner, and that way they're ready. And they're really nice about it because they're used to it with Uber and all that. Because Uber's not supposed to be going to the door; they're just supposed to come get it from the car. That's it, and that's the way it should be. Because it should be like a taxi service because you're waiting on this customer and you're putting mileage on your car, and it doesn't work right sometimes. But anyway, I'm not doing any more than I have to for a little $5 order. So that's the way it is. But I mean, it's really fun. People are really nice. I went yesterday and ran Pensacola and actually had a pretty neat time, and I'll vlog that to you shortly. But anyway, this vlog belongs with the other one for day 2, which was Pensacola. I did Pensacola and Mobile. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. We don't get paid by the prices of food or any of that. Don't think that, because it's not. A lot of people are online going, well, I'll turn down all these small orders, or I'm only going to do 10 orders, or I only deliver premium food on DoorDash. They're liars. Because it doesn't work like that. You'll get your account closed in a heartbeat. And DoorDash is opening all over the states and all different places, and it's really great because you can work it traveling and everything. Don't burn your butt before it starts. You know what I mean? Um, and if you keep your stuff all 100%, then you get to do Walmart deliveries and banquet deliveries, which you get paid more for those. Um, don't burn your butt on the deal, really. I know a guy that delivered donuts the other day for DoorDash for a conference party thing at a school, and he had to deliver like $200 of donuts. He made $30. Okay, that's not the $5 delivery thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, so don't abuse it, please. Um, you're just being paid by the order, and a percentage tip they're offering to give you. That's why it's different prices. Okay, it's not like you're being paid by the mile or any of that. You're not. It's a $5.99 or $7.99 charge. There it is. There it is. Okay, and the rest is tip for the customer. So don't sit around waiting for those big orders. Just deliver them all. because that's what you're doing. You signed up for it, you deliver them all, you know, and that's what it is. But anyway, hope you learned something, and it's Christmas all year round, so dash on, dancer and prancer and common and keep it on Donner and Blitzen, because the money tree is here. I hope you enjoy, make lots of cool tips, and may the money tree follow your way. Love to you. Have a great one, and there's a lot more cities opening up for DoorDash across the states. Keep your eyes open. I got some stuff posted on my blogs. If you thought it was funny or you really liked this vlog, please give me a thumbs up. Yes, 3 thumbs up. All right. And my channel is free to subscribe to, so you don't miss another cool vlog. And if you ring that bell, it'll notify you when I do a vlog. So you have a great day. Thanks for coming by. Love you, and have a blessed evening.